Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO. It's been a while since I played. Sorry, missed a few of those episode slots that I would usually do. But we need to get on to the bigger stuff. So let's have a quick look at what is happening with research. So we've got baggage handling and project group done. So it means realistically is we already have everything else we need, right? So let's have a quick look. Yes, I have there's been a comment around the control tower, that we need a larger control tower to get more flights. I'm aware of that, but we're not quite in a position to do so just yet. But what we can do is get a medium runway. So let's have a quick look. So we could, if we don't want to necessarily extend to the back over here, what we could do is maybe squeeze our extra runway in over here. Now, because we will be doing large runways in the future, I'm kind of tempted to try and leave our small airport component in here, build our medium component as a bit of a terminal on this side, and then we expand with a large terminal to the back over here, where we will actually activate the big planes. So I think that's what we're kind of going to do. It is, what is the cost of this thing? Pretty expensive, to be honest. It's like most of our money. And is that what we're busy doing at the moment? Let's quickly just double check what is in there. Okay, we need to redeploy contractors because apparently we don't have them. We need to build a medium check-in disk. Acquired via medium projects, unlock adjacent land, that we did, complete R&D for medium aircraft, which we still need to do, and build a medium runway. So, actually, I think we've done that one already, but we do need to build a medium runway, build a medium stand, do all of the rest of the stuff. Okay, so let's leave that there. So we will go ahead and build the medium runway. So let's try and squeeze it in over here. I want to leave a little bit of room. Okay. Right in this area over here, so that we can expand the terminal, maybe have the terminal wrap around, and then we'll provide some kind of places for stands and stuff in this general area. So if we can do this in the planning mode. So if we go to toggle the planning mode, right? Go here, expand on the terminal. So the idea was, maybe do a little something like this, right? It's planning mode, right? Yeah, planned. Okay, and at the same time, maybe we'll do kind of something like that. Maybe we'll bring it in a bit. So something like that, maybe. Okay, so we'll do something like that. Okay. So we could actually provide this all as entry, exits, baggage claim, blah, 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 all of these kind of things. And then if we went and grabbed the medium, we're still in planning mode, I would assume. So what we just need to worry about is that we will need a little bit more room. So if I go right up to the edge, I don't know if this will work well, but we're going to try it anyway. So that is as far as we can go. So let's do that. So that's again in planning mode. So this means we won't actually get something to go around there unless we trim this back a little bit more, which is completely reasonable. We will need, however, the ramps, right? Runway ramps. I think we're going to just do this. Okay, so if we were to ramp it in there and we were to ramp it on this side, we might add extras as we go in the future, all these kind of things. But for now, let's do that bit of planning there. What we're also after is a little bit of taxiway, right? This is taxiway, yeah, taxiway foundation. So what do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, there used to be a bit of a guideline that I used to play to, and I think it was 7, right? I think it was 4. So what do we have here? We've got 5 here, right? 5 here. And it works really well for the small aircraft, right? Let's have a quick look. Small aircraft, very properly fits into that. I think it was 7 and it was then 13 for the others, right? But regardless, let's try and squeeze it all together over there. So what that means is we will have to trim back the terminal a little bit. to at least say something like that. Demolition tool. At least something like this for the terminal. Right, so that'll be, I think that's fine. Let's do that and let's put it back. And so we can walk around it and all these kind of things. We could even squeeze some vehicles past within an extra kind of access gate over here. Actually, to be honest, if we're going to squeeze vehicles past, we may need a little bit more room. Actually, even another one. Let's do that instead. Okay, we'll do that and we'll put it back so we have a wall there. But then we can actually drive something past there. So that, as a planning, we'll do that. We'll continue to lock this one up. Contract negotiations. Okay, so with that in mind, that kind of gives me what I was thinking about. Now, from here, I think this one is okay. Then we'll leave a little bit of room, and what we'll do is we'll provide some gates then over here, right? So if we go and say, well, what I'm after is a bit of a medium stand, right? So I guess we don't need it. I guess we probably need slightly larger terminal building over here if we're going to do like large-scale security operations and the likes, right? So if we were to do then something like this, maybe an extra 10 in there, right? It's reasonable. And then the question really is, how do we deal with our gates? And I don't necessarily want to do remote stands, but we could do remote stands. So let's do that. So let's see if we are going to do not that, but instead we want to do this. So let's see. We're not going to have actually. So maybe this is about right. So let's do, we're still in planning mode. So if we were to do something like this, let's just try and space it out. And what we want to do is at least 7 in between, right? So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do something like this. Okay. And then the question in my mind is, do we try and do more? Do we try and do something like an additional terminal? I think so. I think I want to do that. So instead of actually, well, this one needs to go all the way down there. But instead of this, this one will need to go all the way down there as well if we're going to make it work. So let's do about 5 across and we'll run it like that. And I guess in that instance, we probably want to do at least 5 over here. Right? So if we do at least 5 like so, we add a little bit more in here, a little bit more in there, for instance. Anyway, we need to clean all of that up. But then we do something like this, and then we plan out another bunch of medium stands. I'd rather do that. I'm happy to see that our money is looking pretty good, because it is gonna drop like a fly very soon. Let's do this. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, 5, 6, 7. Then let's do something like this. Alternatively, we can expand the size of that terminal and have actually some hangars on this side. And I think that is actually what we're going to do. We're going to expand this terminal because it looks a little bit narrow to me. It can work, but it looks a little bit narrow. So let's expand that terminal to, let's do a 10. Let's do a 10. 10 is going to be fine. I think I like the idea of 10. That's going to be reasonable spacing in here for us to channelize and things and have stuff in the middle. So that's going to be okay. I can't remember if we can go underground. I think we can go underground. So presumably we could actually take this and take it underground, just a little slither of it, and or the entire thing, and then run the planes over the top. Because that's something that we could do. Oh, actually, to be honest, just thinking about it, we're not quite ideally planned in this area. So let's trim that one back. What we will need to do is put some service road in there, at the very least, right? Right, so we can actually get this kind of stuff in here. So we'll do a little bit of this, probably do a little bit of that, and like so. We'll probably do all of this and go back in there. Question would be whether we just kind of go straight across there, and I think the answer is yes. For to have these guys run straight across. Okay, so let's try again. Add some more planning in here. Planning out for the mediums. We're actually after these. So let's plan out for the mediums again. And we could, of course, extend this thing a little bit more if we wanted to. We'll do another 7. So actually, let's place this in here. We'll place that. We'll see about extending straight through there. We'll do another 7 over here. Because here we can't overhang. Over here, it's okay for us to overhang, though I might say that, no, it's okay. It's okay for us to overhang there. But here it won't be okay. So that's why I've got the extra room there. And to be honest, could even do a little something like this, right? In which we overhang actually just that little section. Yeah, actually, that's kind of interesting, and it's going to save us money. So let's do that. Trim that out so that we have that extra room once we get in there. And now the question is, do we do something like kind of medium? Some of these guys, right? Medium. Though what we don't really have here is room for kind of extra services, right? So we may actually have to just add some extra services in here. Let's have a quick look at what's going on with the research. So we're done with project group 3. Large aircraft permit. Floor construction permit is something that would be pretty good. Extended commercial license. What does that give us? Subway permit, aircraft cabin cleaning. See, all of these kind of things. So I guess that's something that we're quite interested in. Large aircraft permit, not quite yet. Medium fuel depots. Advanced runway lighting, all these kind of things is quite interesting. Program group 3. Yeah, that's okay. So let's go ahead and go with the extended commercial license. We'll make a start on that one. Get ourselves like 5 people to come and work on this one. This is almost done. We can start some extra work over here. Maybe Maverick fuel trucks or belt loaders or construction permits. Let's do this one. Do that one. We do need to hire ourselves an extra. Let's get that one started. What are we going to do over here? Baggage conveyor, high speed, baggage security tier 1. Ooh, security is something we need to have a look at. Tilt trays and the likes. Medium helipads, structural engineering, concrete runways. Okay, let's grab structural engineering at the same time. We'll put 3 of them in there, and we'll grab an extra one over there to speed that up a little bit. So lots and lots of items currently underway, which is good. So baggage handling is in place. So we will kind of leave a little bit of room in here, and we'll kind of make a start on that. So we go back here and we have a look at contractors. We've got 0 contractors deployed. So I may, what may I do? Will I make a start on the contractors? Will I put a little fence around this? Okay, let's while we're planning this out, let's plan out our vehicle security checkpoint at the same time, right? I wouldn't mind doing that. So we'll kind of cover the gate off over here, right? Yeah, so let's do that. Plan that one in place there. We'll provide some kind of road infrastructure access point. Something like this. Actually, maybe we'll extend it a little bit more because we'll need some fencing. So let's grab some fencing here. This is the fencing, right? Yeah, that's the fence. What we'll do is we'll put the fence somewhere like that. We'll take it all the way up to this edge here. Something like so. And I guess we'll do that, right? That seems to be the way this fence needs to run. So we'll do that, and what we'll do is we'll run it all the way down here because we'll need to go all the way around so the animals don't go on the runway. All these kind of things. Actually pretty pricey well, not that pricey in the scheme of things. We'll go up there, and question mark will be, how do we end this? How do we close this one off in the end? So up to about there. For now, I guess we'll just do a bit of that. This is all planning, by the way. We won't be building a lot of this stuff, and even this we might actually do quite a small little connection between here to kind of save up on some money. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, but with that in mind, now that we've planned that out, we can now go ahead and run the road down here. And the idea was we will just tie it in over there. So that now we've got an additional access point. We can really relay out this drop-off area. There's a lot of room in there that's usable. So that's okay. So we'll plan that out. Okay. Yeah, so really that's where we're at. So now we can maybe start to transition into something a little bit more. Though I wouldn't mind just making sure we're running all of this down here and over there and all of the likes. And we go up here, for instance, and then we make sure to tie all of this stuff in as we go. So we'll leave it there. That's going to, and I think, ooh, no rotating. Okay. So we'll leave it there. And I believe that's going to be the starting point for us. So we'll try and build a little slither that comes in all the way around here. Now, can I, for the sake of sanity, can we remove some of this internal walls? We can. Even in the planning mode, we can. Because we'll have to actually add extras, right? So we'll remove that. We'll remove it up to all the way here. To be honest, we can, for the time being, let's just remove all of that. We know we want to run it down there, but we don't need to necessarily build that just yet. And then in planning mode, what we can do is we can allocate a nice little channel to have these guys operate all the way to here and all the way to there, and that's going to be what we're building. But that's obviously quite a big little chunk of terminal that we're wanting to build here. And at the same time, we may as well do, what did we place over here? We did some, that's external, right? No. Actually, it's over here. It's the sidewalk. So we can go ahead and plan out. Ooh, it was just 4, right? We just did the 4. So we can plan out some sidewalk over there. And we can plan out some sidewalk over there. We can even put a little gate in there, I think. Right? Let's plan out our gate. I want to do it properly, guys. I want to do it properly. So we'll plan out a little gate in that spot. Right, there we go. We've got a little gate. And then we continue our journey here with our planned out sidewalk here. I like it. So we'll go all the way up there, and that's going to be kind of neat, right? Kind of neat. Okay, so now let's get our contractors back in the mix. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and deploy like 50 of them. Let's deploy 50 contractors. Right, we'll get them back in, and what we'll do is we'll go from planning to building. So now build planned objects, right? So the idea is we'll go and, oh, hang on. There we go. Hang on. Let's do that. So what is this going to cost us? Wow, it's pricey. It's really pricey, but I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be all good. So we also will do all of this. All of that. Wow, it costs a lot. Wow, it costs a hell of a lot. Can we... Ooh. Well, we'll need to run all the way over there. We'll need to run all of that. Wow, this is going to bankrupt us. It's going to really be the bare bones minimum. I'm already overdoing it over here, I think. Anyway, that's kind of was the plan, right? We needed this little slither. So we need to really get this going. I'm hoping once we get some of these things built, we'll actually end up with a little bit of a bonus that can take us a little bit further ahead. Why is it so dark all the time? Can't it ever be day? These guys are going to have to go nuts in terms of making sure we're running all of these services all the time, right? So that we can make our money back, or at least start getting it back to a reasonable level. But it's going to take us a fair bit of time. Well, so with that in mind, we can move things on a little bit by going a little bit quicker, as we've got quite a lot of stuff to be building. Still got a little slither there, and a little slither here that we need to build. And then obviously we need vehicles and all the likes that we'll need to purchase over time to make sure all of that works. What I will actually do in the meantime is if we go back to, just want to go back to planning mode. I want to trim this back at least a little bit. All right, so what I'll do is I'll trim that back. And the idea will be, what we'll do is we'll extend the fence, I think, because we're going to need to extend the fence kind of all the way up to here to make sure it works. Why are we having things running late? So that's kind of, all of that's kind of well and truly underway now. And I think we're starting to see our money come back. So let's just hope that that goes pretty quickly. Let's have a look at R&D projects. Almost done with the floor construction. I'm kind of keen to maybe build some of this stuff underground. Potentially we can go straight underneath this instead eventually. Well, we don't need it. We just want to kind of extend some of this construction in the not too distant future. What we can also do is if we go back from planning mode, out of planning mode, and we've got some walls here. So the idea would be that we would like to start demolishing some of those walls so people can more easily access here. It's going to be just fine. Everything here is operational, doing what they need to be doing. That's good. And our money is coming back in quite nicely. There's still lots of construction activities that needs to be done. So that's looking pretty good. The contractors I guess what we should be doing is maxing out our contractors, right? Max out, deploy another 44 and get it all done so that we can go a little quicker on some of these things, even though money is a bit of an issue for us. So need to be a little bit more mindful and cautious about it. But I like it. I think this is a nice little concept. It's really compact and gives us a lot of room, right? A lot of room back here to expand for the big airplanes. What I'm kind of wondering, tempted about, is can we run this terminal around up here and have lots of big stands over here and even actually, I don't think we'll be able to run through here. But we'll have to bring paths around here to kind of feed this area, come around the small runway, have our big runway probably up here. Yeah, I think that's probably what we're going to do. So yeah, all quite good actually, all pretty good. And none of this is under construction just yet, so there's a lot still needing to happen. Let's quickly have a look at R&D once more. So floor construction permit is done. That's pretty cool. So now we can move on to maybe something like a belt loader. Structural engineering is done as well. So let's grab belt loader. We'll do that. A vehicle, which is just the belt loader. We'll give them 2 people. Jump it in there. Structural engineering. Shall we move on to something else? Medium fuel depots, maybe? I think that's probably right. Let's grab medium fuel depots. Get the other 3 in here to go and do that. All the time we're busy doing some activities. Is this being built, or what's the situation? I'm happy to report that our funds are still looking good, even though we've built some pretty pricey bits and pieces. We can maybe get all the way to here in the not too distant future. We will need to build the fences though. Oh, oh yeah, so now we've got floors and levels and stuff. Oh, I love it. We've got, road tunnels. We can build road tunnels to go underneath to the other side. Yes, of course we can. Build a nice big roundabout here with some tunnels off of it. Yeah, there's plenty of room for us to make some changes in the future. That's good. Oh, the runway's done. Excellent. That is very good. Very, very good. Okay, so that's good. There's still a lot of other stuff we would like to build. What we will need to do, though, is build some of this stuff. Yeah. So go ahead, go nuts and build the fence, please. The fence is not too pricey, so let's build the fence. Okay, that's okay. We can build the fence. I'm quite comfortable to go ahead and build a bit of this. We could build some of this stuff. Right. All the way over there. Let's build all of that. Please keep our contractors nice and busy. Wow, that was actually more costly than I expected. So now we need more money yet again to wait for this stuff to bring in some more cash so we can build the next kind of slither. Yeah, lots of stuff being kind of dropped off over here for delivery. It's okay. No problems, no problems. I like what we've got going on here. Okay, back to research to have a look. Extended commercial license is still underway. These other two are still doing their thing. Excellent. Work our way through more and more research. Yeah, all of this is currently now under construction, so the guys will be coming over to finish them off. Happy to see that our large runway is in place. Our fence is being constructed. It's not. It feels like it's nighttime all the time. Is there a setting we can play around with? Graphic settings. Just have a look. UI scaling, zone overlay, opacity, quality level, graphics quality settings, and the likes. Disable weather effects. Windowed exterior object compress imaging. So we can't really see any of that. Let's go and have a look. So that's graphic settings. If we say gameplay settings, can we see anything over here? Auto saves, passenger per flight ratio. Interesting. Clock settings 24 hours there. That's not actually doing anything. Let's have a look here. Normal time when incidents occur, pause game, use Schengen visa rules, enable tutorial, auto connect boarding desks, enable seasonal Easter eggs. I can actually take that off, to be honest. I don't like that very much. I don't like the flights to the airplanes to have their little caps on. Christmas hats and stuff. Realistic international stands, whatever that means. I can't remember actually. We'll leave it there. I can't actually see any settings here that's going to do the day-night thing for us. If you know about day-night settings, please do let me know. We're struggling a little bit financially. We're not bouncing back as rapidly as we did in the past, and I wonder if that has anything to do with some operational costs associated with some of this new infrastructure that we've been building. But anyway, it seems to be holding, just barely. I wouldn't mind starting to see a little bit of a medium flight actually come in, but it's gonna be a little bit more costly to get us there. Well, that one got sorted out pretty quickly. To be honest, guys, we're probably nearing the end of this episode. I don't want to have these episodes extend too long, and we are waiting on a few more things. It seems to be night all the time, as we've already talked about. Oh, you know what? Do we have flights? Yeah, we are. We're pretty much fully booked up until Sunday. On Sunday, we can... Oh, it's managed by the auto planner? Oh, well, then we go. Auto planner is in effect, so don't worry about it. So we should be fine. No need to worry. Auto saving over there. So that should be just all hunky-dory. Excellent. Money is starting to roll in yet again. Where are we at with these things? Medium check-in desk acquired. Okay, so that we still need to do. Build a medium stand. Purchase at least one stair truck. Upgrade small garage stand to either concrete or asphalt. That we will do, no problem. Hire a procurement director, Jet A1 fuel research project. I wonder if no, we haven't done it. Purchase a Jet A1 fuel truck, blah, blah, blah. Pushback truck, all these kind of things. And then do some commercial flights. Well, pushback, of course. So that's looking pretty good. If we... Oh, I think R&D has been extend it yet again. So there must be something in here that's new, even though I find it difficult to understand where exactly. But there we go. We've got some more money coming in. So if we were to now go ahead and plan out the next section here, my goodness, it is so pricey. So pricey. We'll start the next section so the contractors can continue to do their thing. We have this done, so that's good. Actually, we're making pretty good progress. Maybe what we'll do is we will just make sure we get all the way to the edge here, and we'll run it from there. So if I have a look at this, that's pretty pricey too. So I may actually instead do, wow, even that's pretty pricey. We will give it a little bit. What's happening over here? Oh, medium fuel depots are done. Fuel tanks, Maverick fuel trucks, baggage security. I'm kind of thinking let's do a bit of security or advanced runway lights. Let's go with advanced runway lights in the first instance. 1, 2, 3. Get them going. Everything else is kind of underway. Just want to keep an eye on our money ever so quickly. Yeah, I think our money is holding reasonably strong. This guy is saying it's not actually connected via service road, which is fine. Don't mind that too much. Oh, this thing is done. Wow, that's good. Now the next stretch will be our last little slither, which is going to be pretty pricey as well. We go up all the way there. It's another 52,000, so we can quite comfortably start running through that one. This guy is going to be what? Insufficient funds to do that. So let's get the next one moving. Oh, we probably need to do a little bit more. I like the gate. The gate's working quite well. I don't think we need the roads here just yet. I can't remember what the cost of this would have been. But I guess we're pretty close to having to be able to do one of these mediums. Then what we can do is we can extend and do a couple more before we go and expand to the other side. So we can effectively have one nice little slither, long slither of terminal that goes all the way over here. Now, of course, we don't have security and all these things that we'll have to work into this mix as we go. And we'll probably do it, yeah, I think somewhere over here where we can expand it and not mind in the terminal too much. Excellent. So this is finishing off quite nicely over here. But I guess that is going to be the end of the episode. I don't think we're going to have enough money to do anything else. So I will see you in the next episode when we will actually go ahead and do a little bit more action over here and kind of get our first medium flights going. But our medium flight or our medium terminal planning, I think, is now kind of good to go. And we can expand this quite nicely from this spot and make some real money. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.